But close quarter combat is a different kind of beast. You have experience. How do I know? I was member of a special unit, USK, which was there just for violent arrests.
Give him a little muzzle strike. Bam!
If I explain it to you, it's gonna make sense from the start, but clothing, especially if you wear civilian clothes, you're gonna learn it the right way. What's up, everyone? Thanks so much for tuning in. One of my viewers spoke the truth today. He discussed the correct stepping when it comes to avoiding an ambush or avoiding a threat, which I covered in part, I would say, in my footwork tutorial. But in that footwork tutorial, I left a large gap. In this tutorial, I was mainly talking about quick backstepping from here, getting into fighting position and stepping back in case you're in a small hallway or you just don't have any other choice. In that case, you have to do a high-risk maneuver, which is moving backwards, which is never a good thing because you might trip. That's why I taught you guys a special step to avoid tripping. But John was very right. You should actually step in a 45-degree angle. But if you do it wrong, and if you do it how 99% of the police departments, private security academies, or civilian organizations teach it, if you do it like that, you're gonna get yourself because most of these trainers don't have the operational experience. You have to see how people are being put into that position. They're hobbyists or they have been with the department for a long time, they're good shots and they become trainers. But they lack the real combat experience. Many of them were with the military where a lot of the firefights are done over great distances. There are tons of helmet cam videos out there. Just check out how those firefights happen. But close quarter combat is a different kind of beast. You have to fight differently. Now, if I explain it to you, it's gonna make sense from the start, but stick to the end because as we go closer to the end, we're gonna cover how to do it correctly and it's gonna be crystal clear to you what a correct step is after. And then we're also gonna cover some engagement from there, correct engagement. Again, we're angling the firearm out from here. Don't keep it close to the body like this because it might get caught in clothing, especially if you wear civilian clothes. Now I'm gonna show you the incorrect way of stepping that is taught in 99.9% of the organizations and across YouTube and other platforms. They tell you a threat is coming towards you and they do one of those robotic, they stand here obviously with their ready stance, which a lot of people get right. You should have your hands somewhere here in front of you, but then they do this. Again, they do this. Or they do it a little quicker. Now, you as the viewer, leave a comment below if I'm completely off here and if it needs some special ninja professional fighter skills to go, if someone steps in front of you just in an angle like this, to go with your firearm that you might have in here, to go like this, pop, 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 pop. Tell me. I mean, am I being wrong if I say, if I step in a 45-degree angle like this, that someone is just gonna go, or some gangster stuff? Is that not true? Be honest. Leave a comment below, please. Also, at this point, give me a like and give me a subscribe because you know where we're going with that. You're gonna learn it the right way. Now, what would be the right way? Now, the right way of stepping to the side, obviously in a 45-degree angle, which is good, which I covered in a previous video too about correct striking. Yeah, a lot of those hobbyist boxing trainers that are, you know, around town or wherever, they say, yeah, you have to step to the side. Those guys have never been fighting internationally where something like this will have a Kazakh or a fighter from Kazakhstan just lean in and just bam, jab to the side and they're gonna go down. They've never experienced something like this. They are usually hobbyists, so they correctly have a correct concept that is executed the completely wrong way. Now, let's say I'm the bad guy and I'm like, because the bad guys very rarely go like this. Oh, step back, step back. You're gonna be, if you're a police officer, bodyguard, or a civilian or whatever, they're gonna be like, They're gonna have a very unique body language, and if you're ever in a situation like that, you will know. Leave a comment below if you have ever been in a situation like this. They will try to hide their intentions. They will go like this, and then they will go like this, and suddenly they have, that's my makeshift knife right now, they have something in their hand and they go after you from the bottom, or they're gonna go after you like this or whatever. Now, if you're in a dynamic situation like this, they're gonna go like this. Or they're gonna use their firearm, which they probably have in some kind of civilian holster, and they're gonna go like this. Bap, 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 and they just do one of those gangster things. Now, if you just step to the side, I mean, real life is not like one of those animes where you step to the side and you're suddenly like, I'm here. And he's like, whoa, how did he get there, right? I mean, it doesn't make sense. So in real life, you have to give him something to think about. And that's exactly what we're going to cover today. Ideally, if you have a heavy bag, use 2 light gloves. We're not using anything heavy. It's gonna throw off your kinetic chain and you're gonna get slower. So you want something that's as close to your actual fist weight as possible if you do violent strikes. Ideally, you want one of those, or you want a heavy bag, but you can also practice this step makeshift at home anywhere. All right. The first thing that's important if you are in a situation where someone suddenly is in front of you and you want to step to his side is, like I said, you need to give him something to think about. This means in combat terms, you have to hurt him. The best way to hurt someone in the streets is a punch to the face. It's going to snap his head back. He's going to be disoriented for a second, and then you can do your sidestep where you're like, I'm here, you know? So, but it has to be done quickly because you recover. He will recover quickly, and he will just starting to do something irrational maybe if you don't knock him out. So, again, the wrong way of stepping would be this, because he's going to turn, right? We've established that. Now just imagine, let's use the right hand. You go from here and you incorporate a right hand into the step, which is you step with this foot, the front foot, you step with the front foot, and the right hand is my strong hand, so whatever your strong hand is, you're gonna step in the 45-degree angle, and as you do this, you're gonna give him something to think about. Then we're gonna go into the Tyson step, which I covered in my last 2 videos, where from here we shift the hips around. And now we're at the side, look at that. And here we can engage, or we can cross face him. We can take whatever he has down. He's gonna be hit, and then you're at the side suddenly as he starts seeing again. If you've ever been hit in the face, leave a comment below how it was, but everything blacks for a second and you see like little stars. I personally often have deja vus. I hope I say that right here with my accent. Deja vus when I got hit in full contact. Like I always felt like I've been in this situation before, and that exact situation was the strangest thing. I don't know why. All right, so now we're gonna do the jab hand, whatever the jab hand is for you. This one has a little bit of an extra because we're not just gonna go like this and then go like this. That's not gonna get any power in, it's not gonna be fast. From here, watch my footwork closely. Gonna go from here, we're gonna duck under there, and then we move with the Tyson step. From here, suddenly you're next to him, and he's gonna have been hit very hard. He's not gonna know what's happening for a second, and that's your time to engage with your firearm. Makes sense, right? So now that you have seen that, at least before we go to the firearm part, what do you think makes more sense? You go like this, or you even do it a little faster, or you go like this, bam, and you hit him on the way, right? I mean, do you have to be a rocket scientist to understand that? No, right? It's just not being taught because a lot of, like I said, a lot of the trainers don't have the combat experience. How do I know? I was member of a special unit, USK, which was there just for violent arrests. It's an arrest unit, one of the top arrest units in Europe, and I'd say in the world. 6 months education just to get into the arrest unit, education and boot camp, plus 2.5 years of police academy in Germany. So quite extensive. And on top of that, I was their arrest tactics and combat instructor. Plus my background in boxing and kickboxing internationally at the junior, I always said youth because I translated it incorrectly, the junior national team for WACO in Germany. I did that competitively until I was 17 years old, and then a few fights here and there. I'm 40 now, so time flies. But that's where I take my knowledge when it comes to real combat. All my life I've done full contact and combat. So again, let's practice it a few more times. Watch my steps.
No clean start, there is no warning sign. Just the moment and the breaking of time. No room, no space, no place. Close quarters ain't pretty, it's ugly. If that's the perfect stance, when the first it lands, your breath gets stolen. And the whole world shrinks to the edge of the fight. Hands get tangled, feet get crossed, seconds get burned. The room gets loud, but your mind goes small, and the floor comes quick. If
Again, slow.
falls, this ain't the movie. This ain't clean, no polished hero on a silver screen. It's sweat,
Very simple.
dust, fear and pain, and the same hard reps running through your brain. And the distance dies, and the pressure climbs. You don't rise to the moment.
From here, see, I do the step at the same time as the jab here. And then I follow around. Again, do slow. That's it, basics. Now let's get into our firearm handling from there. Alright guys, I'm using simunition. If you use your duty gun, block the barrel with something like a blue stick, whatever. I cannot chamber real ammunition with this. Never train anything with live ammunition anywhere in the room. Tape off your magazine so that they're blue. Use special training magazines, whatever you have to do. Gun safety is the most important thing. All right, so let's get started. So slow again from here. You give him something to think. Boom. You follow around. And then from here, it's gonna take you a second to get the firearm out. It's just this extra second. Give him something again to think about as you draw, and he might start to orient himself towards you. Close quarter combat. Give him a little muzzle strike. Bam! And then you might want to, for example, as he turns around, you can step back again. Now, don't step towards this side again because you're gonna step into his line of fire. He's gonna maybe unload. Then you do a little back step, the correct back step that I practiced in my other video. And from here you go, boom. He's out. Let's do the other side.
No left, no right, hard hits hard like a warning light. You train in the dark to survive the night. This is the truth of the fight. So a perfect plan when the ignite. Sharp like a blade, but the fuse is love. You move or you lose. You breathe or you die. Everybody talks till the space is gone, till the thread is close and the line is drawn, till your back hits walls you didn't see, and your body becomes what your training believes. No time to think, no time to choose. Only what you build is what you choose. The fancy stuff fades, the stays under real pressure. Truth finds a way. You feel the panic knocking inside, but you keep it chained and you keep your stride. Not because fear never enters the room, but because you train to feel in the room. When the distance dies and the pressure climbs, you don't rise to the moment you fall to your ties. This is the truth of the fight. Too close, too fast. No left, no right. Hard hits hard like a warning light. You train in the dark to survive the night. This is the truth of the fight. No perfect plan when the hands ignite. Sharp like a blade, but the fuse is loud. You move or you lose. You breathe or you die. It's not rage, it's not violence. It's will to stay alive. It's not clean, it's not fair. It's the breath you find down there. It's not loud, it's not fame. It's your name called through the flame. It's the ones waiting at home that make you fight when you're alone. No space, no time, no script, no line. Move tight, stay wide, hands up, eyes alive. Breathe low, don't go, train hard, stay cold.
All right, guys, in this step now, Murphy's Law hits. You're doing everything right. You're giving him something to think about. You are to his side. He's disoriented for a second. You give him a muzzle punch. You hit him right in the jaw. You try to engage because he's still not down. He still might have a firearm, whatever. You need to engage like we just practiced, but you have a malfunction. So what do? Don't say it's not gonna happen. It's gonna happen right at that moment where you need it the most. So let's prepare for it, let's practice for it. It's all about repetitions. All right, guys, we already have everything we need. We step to the side, follow up with the correct footwork. We draw, we give him something to think about. We step back and we click. What do we do now? Now, you don't want to step back in front of him because he's going to start to unload at some point. Do another further, like a Z step back into this direction as you do your tap, rack, and then you engage. Fair enough? Stepped in the wrong direction here. See, guys? Step back into the line of fire. Overall movement was okay, but we don't want to do that. Have our natural stance, you're talking to him, whatever. All right, everyone. I have some ammunition stuck here in the barrel. I'm gonna have to clean it out, but this is it for today. Not rocket science, it's just repetition. Make sure you like this video, you subscribe to my channel, and leave tons of comments below. I want to get a community together that keeps each other safe with high quality training. Not this stuff that everyone is regurgitating because they learned it from someone else that usually has a big old belly and says, oh yeah, you have to do this in combat. We are not like that. We're real warriors. So like and subscribe. Have a good day, everyone. Stay safe.